The official festival of corona vaccine is being celebrated all over the country. Central and state governments are organizing vaccination programs like a government sponsored festival. Do you see a glimpse of any organizational effort against corona conspiracy executed by China anywhere in this vaccine event? China has made the people of the world a guinea pig and no one retaliated? Do you see any off pseudo holy initiative to teach a lesson to wicked China by establishing an organizational unity at the international level which deters that country not to do such nefarious acts again in future? But yes, the efforts of the unholy and selfish coalition on the international level certainly appeared to show how to earn money even through the man-made epidemic. To fight the corona war imposed by China, all measures should have been taken. But what happened? Instead of fighting the forced war, the dirty nexus of drug cartels and the governments started selling, buying, brokering drugs and vaccines. They amalgamated huge funds by forming different vaccine gangs and by mortgaging the country's prestige even. International organizations are trying slanderous agendas in developing countries. A huge balloon inflated with fake and forced impressions of sensitivity and humanity is being blown and flown by the governments over the eyes of the common people. Drugs and vaccines are very much needed to fight the epidemic, and it is the responsibility of the governments only to arrange this. But for whom? For the public only, na? Then why are the public not fully informed about the findings of the clinical trial of the vaccine, its risks, its approval, its real employer and the funding? What could be the reason for hiding it? Public is the animal tied in the enclosure of the animal farm and the government order knock it, thok do, and the administration knocked it. Sometimes a bullet, sometimes a vaccine. Let us explore the actual reasons. Hello, Namaskar. I am Prabhat Ranjan Deen. This program on corona vaccine is already running in Hindi. Friends from some non-Hindi states said that it would have been easier and better if it were in English also. On their request, I am presenting it to you in English also. Similarly, all of you keep supporting me. I wish you all a healthy life. If you have taken the corona vaccine, then my best wishes should be more condensed and effective. I pray to God. The faster the corona is spread, the faster the vaccine came into India. The government's mourning over the deaths from corona may have been dramatic. But introducing corona vaccine, the natural enthusiasm and cheerfulness of the rulers of Demos can be easily seen anywhere. It was as if having got the vaccine started to dance together right from the Pradhan Mantri to Mukhyamantri and from Mantri to Santri. While hardly any of them put the vaccine in their own body. They were very happy. All of us, the whole country saw this. In common parlance, say corona vaccine, or in technical language, say it COVID-19 vaccine, it has got the same purpose. It is for the common man to be injected upon, whatever may be the consequences. Meaningful line of Dushyant's ghazal is relevant to voice. मत कहो आकाश में कोहरा घना है, यह किसी की व्यक्तिगत आलोचना है. Don't say the fog in the sky is thick and blackened. It is a personal criticism of someone. In the current perspective, it can be called something like this. मत कहो इस देश में कोरोना घना है, टीका फरेब पर कुछ कहना मना है, सरकार की यह सार्वजनिक आलोचना है। डोंट से कोरोना इज डेंस इन दिस कंट्री। इट इज फॉरबिडन टू comment anything on टीका-ए-फरेब. This will be public criticism of the government. So, instead of criticizing the government, I am motivating the government to retrospect and moving further forward to put before you such authentic facts of टीका-ए-फरेब, which is very important for you to know. It is very important to know how much indigenous and how much moral is the substance that is being injected into our body by telling Swadeshi vaccine. It was the democratic and moral obligation of the government that before the shot of the corona vaccine, all the facts about its benefits and dangers would have been disclosed to the public. All its risks were explained so that people would be alert. But this Lok Dharma was not followed. The way the Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the public just before starting the vaccination was proving him to be less public representative and more medical representative of the vaccine cartel. The chief ministers of many states, including Uttar Pradesh, were also so excited about the vaccine as if they had got a permanent power guarantee card. In the armored arrangements of security, the corona vaccine vehicles were hooting on the streets, passing in such a way that some rare treasure is being transported, and if anybody loots it, he may become Ambani or Adani. Arey bhai, this was vaccine only, na? What was the need to make such a big noise? It would have been more meaningful to tell the public about the results of research published in the International Journal of Clinical Practice in very little noise. People are also raising questions about the safety of the vaccine. What is the substance that is being directly thrown into the body? The secret is being kept. Why is it not being told what is in it? Why does the common citizen not have the right to get the vaccine tested in private? So that it can be known that there is a medicine in it, or just by injecting saline and immunity is being developed psychologically. There is also a provision in the formalities of human clinical trial to study the effect of the person involved in the trial by injecting saline or any common vitamin in the name of the vaccine. Due to the psychological effects of the person taking the vaccine, this process automatically develops immunity. Is the government of India giving such psychological treatment to the people of the country? This will be known only when the vaccine is tested in a non-government laboratory. In the pre-vaccine address, Prime Minister Narendra Modi would have told the people of the country that there is no law in the country, nor the government has made any such provision for the financial protection of the victims of the vaccine. Even then, democratic morality would have been protected. But when the government of India has already given guarantees to protect the companies, how would they give guarantees of protection to the common people? You must know this fact that there will be no action against the companies making the vaccine, even if the vaccine results into lethal, toxic, and fatal. The Indian government has already given a guarantee of protection to the pharmaceutical companies. Scientists have concluded that COVID-19 vaccine can further worsen the disease through antibody-dependent enhancement, that is ADE. The study was concluded by Dr. Ronald Weiss of the Department of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine of Tulane University in Los Angeles, and Dr. Timothy Cardozo of the Department of Biochemistry and Molecular Pharmacology of NYU Langone Health, an organization working under New York University. Research report was published in the International Journal of Clinical Practice. Scientists who studied also say that the risks of ADE must be disclosed to those who are being vaccinated. Deepak Maravi, who was given a shot of corona vaccine during trial at the People's Medical College in Bhopal, died last month. In Muradabad, Uttar Pradesh, health worker Mahipal Singh died on January 16 after taking Covishield vaccine. The drug companies are shedding their responsibilities on these deaths, and the government is busy in protecting the companies. The government is speaking on behalf of them. The government says that Deepak died of poisoning in the body and Mahipal died of heart failure. Media people are flying kites on it. They are not able to understand even this much how the poison is spread in Deepak's body after taking the vaccine, and how Mahipal's heart suddenly increased from 200 grams to 500 grams. Bhai, if the vaccine will cause side effects on the body, it will obviously fail some part or the other. Politicians, officers, and some journalists are engaged in an inhuman and disgusting conspiracy to dodge the deaths due to ill effects of corona vaccine. You can very well understand why. You can also see the demeaning behavior of big journalists by watching mesmerizingly the stately empire of the wealthy owners of Serum Institute of India and enjoying their lavish food. However, the legal point is that it is a crime to keep people in the dark, and because of this, if someone dies, a murder case should be booked against the culprits immediately. As you are aware, more than 24 people have died in Norway due to the vaccination of COVID-19 made by the Pfizer company. Recently, Dr. Gregory Michael died in Miami, USA after taking a shot of COVID-19 vaccine from the Pfizer company itself. A Swiss and Israeli citizen also died a few hours after taking the COVID-19 vaccine. The number of people getting sick from the vaccine is considerable. The laboratory of the Covishield vaccine making company, Serum Institute of India, suffered a fierce fire incident last day, killing 5 people. It may be that this event looks like a wrath of God. Well, let us go in a little flashback. When the outbreak of the coronavirus started, I told you in several episodes of my news program about the suspicious research and experiments made in 5 villages of Nagaland: Mimi, Salomi, Jubja, Reguri, and Medzifema. What kind of confidential scientific experiments were going on there? More than a dozen scientists, including the notorious scientist Dr. Zhengli Shi of China's infamous Wuhan Institute of Virology and another Chinese scientist, Jinglao Yang, were involved in the corona experiments done on the Nave tribals of the far northeast state. You will be surprised that scientists of the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research and National Center for Biological Science were also involved in such experiments. Apart from those, scientists in the US Uniformed Services University of the Health Sciences and the Duke National University of Singapore were also involved in this confidential research experiment. After the news came out, the Indian Council of Medical Research conducted an investigation into the case in which the confidential research on coronavirus in villages of Nagaland was confirmed. But the government of India suppressed the ICMR report. After that, what kind of destruction did Corona have? We all have suffered. In the name of the treatment of Corona, how the public were looted and how the government money meant to purchase PPE kits and other equipments was looted. That too was witnessed by all of us. Now come on the vaccine of Corona or COVID-19 virus. The government cleared the Bharat Biotech company's vaccine named Covaxin and Serum Institute of India's vaccine Covishield as an indigenous vaccine after dramatizing the entire expression of public sympathy on the Corona vaccine issue. The Indian government has also decided that the government will bear all the expenses of the vaccine and will not take money from the public. The government has incurred an expenditure of 10,000 crores for the first phase of vaccination. It is a different matter that we have to pay its tax after all. Covishield vaccines made by Serum Institute of India and Covaxin made by Bharat Biotech are being given to the people. Let us know that Serum Institute of India, the maker of Covishield vaccine, has a special distinction with the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party and Sharad Pawar's Nationalist Congress Party. The Poonawalla family has a lot of intimacy with Prime Minister Narendra Modi and NCP leader Sharad Pawar. BJP and NCP also receive a lot of money from Serum Institute of India. Official documents show that the Serum Institute gave rupees 1 crore 55 lakhs to BJP in the year 2013-14, rupees 2.5 crore in 2014-15 and rupees 2 crore in 2016-17. The owner of the Serum Institute also gave money to the BJP in the name of its different companies. For example, in 2016-17, in the name of MS Poonawalla Investments, gave rupees 2.5 crores and in the name of Adar Poonawalla Finvest Private Limited, gave rupees 15 lakh in the same year. Serum Institute gave rupees 3 crores to Sharad Pawar's party in 2019-20 through a single transaction. Why do pharmaceutical companies or business establishments donate to political figures? What benefit do they get from that? Why should the capitalist cartels and the politicians sitting on their lap care about these meaningless middle class questions? Earlier, the people who gave donations to the parties were known to the public. But after the BJP came into power at the center, that path of transparency is completely closed. Now the bonds, trusts and the pseudonyms give donations to the political parties and you will never know them at all. Where does the strength of departments like income tax or enforcement directorate stand? Political parties and leaders are above the constitution and all laws. Covishield, which is being described as a native vaccine, is actually developed by the British company Oxford AstraZeneca. An Indian national suffered severe brain stroke during the trial of this vaccine. The family of the victim has given legal notice to the Serum Institute and demanded a compensation of about $150 million, but the Serum Institute is cleverly cutting the trial. Serum Institute of India has been given a contract to prepare 1 billion doses of Covishield. The Serum Institute has received $18.6 million from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for this. And our leaders do not shy to claim that this vaccine is Swadeshi. The funding of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has remained constant on this Swadeshi institution. In the year 2020, the foundation gave $40 million to the Serum Institute. See how much money is heavily raining on the Serum Institute? From Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Serum Institute received $40 million in the year 2020, $6 million, $20,000 in the year 2016, huge $1.5 billion in 2014. And $18,092,006 were given in the year 2012. Now you must be understanding the foreign agenda of this so-called homegrown vaccine. Regarding this Swadeshi vaccine of Atmanirbhar Bharat, Serum Institute of India CEO Adar Poonawalla himself has said that the Serum Institute has got the authorization to make the vaccine of British company AstraZeneca Oxford on the condition that it will not send it outside India and neither will sell in the open market of India. That is, all the fortification were done before the vaccine arrived. Bill Gates has established Bharat Biotech also, the pharmaceutical company Bharat Biotech, which is said to be Swadeshi, has been set up by Bill Gates only. See this figure of funding by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to Bharat Biotech. In the year 2019, Bharat Biotech received 1,99,50,062 dollars. In the year 2015, the foundation gave $1.85 million. It was the first Indian company to have been so heavily funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to make the Rotavac vaccine. In 2012, Bharat Biotech received $4 million in the name of a Strategic Translation Award from the British Wellcome Trust. The result of this capital strength is that the Rotavac vaccine for the prevention of rotavirus was approved by the Government of India in advance of clinical trials. The matter is pending till date in the Supreme Court. S. Srinivasan, the owner of a pharmaceutical company, Low Cost, in Vadodara, had filed a public interest litigation in the Supreme Court seeking reports of the clinical trial of Rotavac vaccine. But such public interest petitions before the Supreme Court do not matter, which go against the powerful. See the irony of India's healthcare world that Dr. Krishna Ela, who is the head of Bharat Biotech company, is a molecular biologist. He has no experience of research in treating viruses and making vaccines. So, be it Covishield or Covaxin, to say about them Swadeshi, indigenous or native, all these claims are fake and absurd lie. The International Drug Syndicate is funding Indian companies to make dosages of both these vaccines and selling it to the government directly. The drug syndicates have made India a hunting ground. Britain's Global Alliance for Vaccine and Immunization, also known as Gavi, has penetrated into the policy-making system of India's healthcare facilities. Gavi is also being run by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Bill Gates' aura is so dominant over Gavi that Gavi's vaccine campaign is called and known as Gates Theory. Gavi is notorious worldwide as a vaccine cartel which is alleged to have killed more than 30 million people by his vaccine. This notorious Gavi has made India's Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Harshvardhan its board member. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also played his role for this. On June 4, 2020, Modi announced $150 million grant to Gavi for the Global Coronavirus Vaccine Project at the virtual Global Vaccine Summit organized by the British government. Dr. Harshvardhan was nominated as a member of Gavi's board on January 1, 2021, just a few days before the launch of Corona vaccine campaign. Dr. Harshvardhan will now not only see a vaccine campaign in India, but he will also take care of the entire Southeast Asia and Western Pacific countries. You see how Dr. Harshvardhan is delighted to become Gavi's board member, tweeting again and again on his own. Dr. Harshvardhan will be a member of the Gavi board till 2023. By then, the whole game will be over. Gavi's vaccines are believed to have killed more than 30 million people internationally. Gavi vaccine was introduced in India in the year 2013 for the prevention of 5 diseases like hepatitis B, diphtheria, tetanus, known as pentavalent. The pentavalent vaccine killed 13 people in Haryana, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. The Maharashtra government banned the vaccine on the basis of a report of Central Drug Laboratory, which declared the vaccine substandard. But it continued in other states. An investigation into the cause of 54 infant deaths in Tamil Nadu officially confirmed that the deaths occurred due to Gavi's pentavalent vaccine. There are reports that 53 children died in Vietnam using this vaccine. Vietnam also banned Gavi's vaccine in 2013. Corona vaccine campaign is going on in the country under the supervision of the same notorious organization Gavi. As I said earlier, there is no specific law to protect people suffering from ill effects of any vaccine in India. The Indians are compelled to face the consequence by themselves. They do not get any legal protection. The government did not guarantee any legal protection for the victims when it started vaccination countrywide. Yes, the Indian government has guaranteed legal protection to the companies making the vaccine. How far has the political parties of democratic India been from public obligations that governments of various parties that have held power in different times have ever been able to peep into the Epidemic Diseases Act 1897, the Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940, or the Vaccination Act 1880 to make it fit for the public protection? Whereas in most countries of the world, there is a provision of a specific vaccine compensation to the victims. Our Supreme Court, which very eagerly and enthusiastically gives legal protection to homosexuality and extramarital relations, has not put the legal protection of the common people on any priority. We will explain further what the Gavi, Bill Gates, and the vaccine cartel, which have created a global organization on the name of Vaccine Initiative, are doing, and what the actual game is being played, and how India has become the pawn of the chess. Namaskar, Jai Hind.